think you just watch how offenses work today. With obviously fast pace, most everybody's no huddle or the sugar huddle. Just being aggressive, aggressive and physical and everything. Just because you spread out doesn't mean you have to lose a physical element. And I think it's important, more important than anything else, that you maintain, establish, nourish, enhance, improve, have a standard of physicality that goes with whatever scheme that you're implementing. But I think it needs to be diverse. I love game planning. I love coaching week to week, tweaking and fitting schemes and based on the matchups and things of that nature. But I think it's important that you understand your what you have at your disposal in regards to playmakers, and you're going to ride the things that are your strength. You're going to protect the weaknesses. But I believe you got to throw the ball in this day and age without question. I think that's never changed, but you got to be aggressive in the things that you're doing and multiple, very diverse in your presentation, and make the defense move and adjust and be right on the field. And then again, I think that you got to be known for something. And so I think having a strong identity that has shown that it's stood the test of time is important as well. On defense, again, believe that it all starts again up front, and that you got to recruit great players there and then develop them. Length and speed, guys that have position flexibility is ideal. That helps create additional depth. The way offenses operate, you'd like to be able to, from a package standpoint, not have to get in and out of sub packages. You want to do it when you want to do it, not when somebody forces you to do it. And so you want to be able to play with the same personnel as much as you can. But again, have flexibility. You want people to feel like they're seeing a lot, but keeping it simple. And but I'm fundamentalist on both sides of the ball. I'm not trying to out-trick when it's all said and done. I love deception on both sides. But at the end of the day, it comes down to fundamentals and physicality and guys who's playing with uncommon effort. And I think those got to be non-negotiables.
Obviously the defense here has had some ups and downs the last few years. And I know you talked about, you just mentioned you might hire a defensive coordinator, but how do you feel like you can add to the defense here? How do you kind of evaluate that unit?
Well, again, I'm always looking, forward thinking, certainly in the now, but in the very near future, and transitioning to the SEC, we're in a SEC footprint in South Carolina and recruit against the SEC. All of the teams understand what they have, but from an infrastructure standpoint, certainly personnel, where you got to go to recruit. It's always about the players, so that's where it's going to start. Evaluating the players and finding, again, where our needs are, addressing those needs as quickly as we can, and then again, building a foundation for them, both from a philosophy standpoint, structure standpoint, and then the development that goes with that. And that's not an overnight thing, as we all know, but that's all the things that I've said already in regards to philosophy and structure, alignments. And then again, it's all game planning, and once you get to that stage on down the road. But I'm excited. I watched Oklahoma a lot, and I study everybody. And but we watched Oklahoma defensively. They had made this huge jump in improvement 2 years ago to where they were a year ago, and did some really good things even this year. But studied them in the out of season. Because I'm a believer in the coaching aspect of it. And when you have some statistical things where there's a large movement, as I'm trying to study people and get better as a coach, I try to pay attention. So whether that was disruption or tackles for loss or third down or sacks, when there's this dramatic shift, I'm always looking. A few years ago, we went to Iowa State. I'm like, listen, Iowa State, that conference is as explosive an offensive conference in college football. Okay, Iowa State has led them, I don't know, it's like maybe 3 straight years in rush defense, and one of the better defenses, and making some, challenging some of the better offenses and defending them. So just again, trying to peel the onion back and see, not just what they're doing, how they're doing it, because I respect people doing more with less. And that's what coaching looks like. So, to answer your question long-windedly, there's a lot that goes into that. One I'm incredibly excited about, and again, in my opinion, without evaluating, the personnel yet and what our needs are, I'm incredibly excited. And I think any mark of any good unit, player, coach, is consistency, showing up week in and week out, playing, to a standard. And so that's an important aspect, as well.
For more information, you can visit TulsaWorld.com.